So, Chase Briscoe had him. For one heartbeat at Sonoma, he had him, and then he didn't. Shane Van Gisbergen just did something to NASCAR's record books that should honestly scare every single driver on that grid. Sonoma Raceway, final laps. Briscoe closing the gap by the second. Van Gisbergen crosses the line just 0.357 seconds ahead. That's it. That's the margin between history and heartbreak. This is SVG's second straight win at Sonoma, his second Cup win of 2026, and it ties him with A.J. Allmendinger for 14 combined road course victories across NASCAR's National Series. He led 74 of the race's 110 laps, then survived a final lap gut check from one of the hardest closers in the sport. Let's be real about what's happening here. 3 years ago, Van Gisbergen was racing supercars in Australia. Most casual fans had never heard his name. Now, he's got 8 Cup Series wins in just 68 starts, and every single one of them came on a road or street course. 8 road course wins ties him with Tony Stewart, a NASCAR Hall of Famer, for second all-time. Only Jeff Gordon sits ahead of him with 9. Think about that timeline. Stewart built his road course legacy over a full Hall of Fame career. Van Gisbergen is closing in on it in barely 3 seasons, and it's not happening in a vacuum. This Sonoma race also kicked off NASCAR's brand new in-season challenge bracket, and the chaos was real. Top seed Tyler Reddick got buried by power steering failure and dropped dead last, kicking him out in the first round. Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, Brad Keselowski, all eliminated. Denny Hamlin spun out after contact with Carson Hocevar and still somehow walked away with the points lead. So you've got bracket carnage everywhere, and SVG just calmly cuts through all of it like none of it applies to him. Here's what should genuinely worry the rest of the field. Van Gisbergen admitted after the race that his car was actually struggling late. Not dominant, not perfect. He said it himself. The car wasn't comfortable in the closing laps, and Briscoe was closing fast. That's the part that matters. This wasn't a case of superior equipment running away with it. This was a driver in an inferior car under direct pressure in the final hairpin on the last lap. And he didn't blink. That is the single hardest skill to teach in motorsports. Cars can be built, pit strategy can be coached, but composure when someone's bumper is in your mirror with the white flag out, that's pure nervous system. You either have it or you don't. Briscoe, for his part, believes he had the faster car, and the data probably backs him up. He ate into that lead at a scary rate. But he pointed to a mistake entering turn 1 with 4 laps to go, and in a margin of a second sport, one small error is the entire race. So is Van Gisbergen's road course mastery sustainable, or is this a ceiling he's already brushing up against on ovals? That's the real strategic question for Trackhouse. He's elite, borderline unbeatable the moment the track turns right. But until he starts converting on ovals, he's a specialist, not yet a true championship threat. Dangerous for the field on 7 or 8 weekends a year, not dangerous everywhere yet. You can already feel the split forming. One half of the fan base is in full appreciation mode, watching a generational road course talent rewrite history in real time and loving every second of it. The other half is getting genuinely frustrated. Because if you're a Briscoe fan or a Larson fan or anyone chasing a road course win this year, the storyline is starting to feel repetitive. SVG shows up, SVG wins, everyone else races for second. Expect the media cycle this week to lean hard into one narrative. Is this becoming a problem for NASCAR's parity, or is it the best thing that's happened to the sport's storytelling in years? Best case for the field, someone, Briscoe, Larson, even Bell, despite racing hurt, figures out the final stint setup advantage SVG keeps finding, and road courses become competitive again instead of a coronation. Worst case, Van Gisbergen keeps stacking road course wins, passes Stewart outright, and starts closing in on Gordon's number 9, turning every road course on the schedule into a formality before it even starts. So here's the question I want answered in the comments. Is Shane Van Gisbergen the best road course racer NASCAR has ever seen? Or is he still missing the piece that turns a specialist into a true championship contender? Drop your take below. Tell me if Briscoe gets him next time. And if you want every result, every angle, breakdown before anyone else covers it, you know what to do. Subscribe to SportsWire USA.